Hey Papper people, it's me, the Lanky Lefty 27, otherwise known as Jason. There's a lot of things that really
grind my gears.
I think I need to do a Friday rant. This may be a regular segment. In such, I'm gonna have a spiffy intro.
It's Friday rant time.
I'm gonna be talking about things that in general irritate me of varying levels from low to high. I'm gonna start this one off with this damn window right behind me. It's backlighting me. I don't like that. Yeah, that's better. This week, something that really ticked me off was I was speaking to a respiratory therapist. Now, if you're a respiratory therapist, I'm gonna apologize right now. Look, one of my best friends, my very best friends in the world is a respiratory therapist. He's awesome. I love the guy. I would die for him. He's a great guy. But why does it feel like 9 times out of 10 respiratory therapists are either tools, douchebags, or a combination of the two? Please, I'm so sorry if I offended you. Please don't look up those words. Please don't look them up. I know some of you are sensitive to that stuff, and I want to be mindful of that. And in such, just know that a tool or a douchebag, it's not something you want to be. It's derogatory. And I apologize for my terse language. But why do respiratory therapists have to be pompous? I hate this. So I was speaking to an RT the other day. We're going over the Air11, spiffy little device. Still don't really have my hands on one, but we got to talking about some of the features of it. One, he said the SD card slot can only take a special SD card that can only be purchased in the ResMed store. I don't know this for a fact, but my BS sniffer alert is coming off. I'm calling crap on that. I'll bet you it's just any old SD card works perfectly fine. He asked me why I was so curious about the SD card slot, and I said, well, there's a program called Oscar. I love it. It's great. It gives access to patients. They can look at their trends throughout the night. It can do that. He cuts me off, and he says, why would you look at that? We already have MyAir. MyAir gives the patient everything they need to know. And I said, well, not really. It doesn't really give them leak data throughout the night. It doesn't. And he cuts me off again like a massive bag of bleep and says, no, they don't need all that information. There's already too many WebMDs out there as it is. What a butt. This kind of stuff really does tick me off because as much as I would like to think that what I do is grandiose and important, it really isn't. What we're doing here isn't rocket science. Trying to fix a few things. We got pressure, we got leak, and we got mototherapy. It's gonna be one of those few things, and it might be a good idea to have a mask that fits well and you're comfortable with. That's pretty much all we're doing here. This is not rocket science, and it bugs me when RTs act like it is, and it really bugs me when they act like you, the patient, who's actively seeking this advice out, is somehow too stupid to figure it out. Baffles my mind. And last thing, this same guy starts talking smack on another YouTube content creator for disassembling and tearing down machines. He says this guy from Australia doing dangerous stuff. And we all know that is Nick from CPAP Reviews. Look, Nick does great work. Nick does videos that are similar to what I do, but yet slightly different. He has different opinions on stuff. Not all the time, but sometimes. He presents his information in a different way. He does stuff that I like. I enjoy watching his videos. I think he watches my videos too. He comments on them. I comment on his. I like what he does. I like that there's another person in this space that you can get information from. I love it. And this guy's over here bashing him. One, that kind of pisses me off because I happen to like Nick. And the other thing is he doesn't recognize me. So now I have to ask myself, am I the sidekick to Nick? Does Nick get top billing? Is Nick the main dude and I'm just simply the king of the north? That's it for now. I feel purged. I can now enjoy the weekend and hopefully you guys can too. A lot more videos coming up soon. I'm gonna do a bunch of videos on some things that actually I think are important, such as leak. I did some tests on myself with leak data. I think you're gonna find that really helpful. I did a test on varying levels of tape and how tape works. So I think you guys will get some useful information out of that. Other than that, have a great weekend. I'm gonna try to get this out right now and stay safe over this long holiday weekend. Bye.
Everyone's too embarrassed to say it. Your mask stinks really bad. Get some MaskBrite at maskbrite.com or Amazon. Thank you to all watching, but an extra thick thanks, buddy, to Ray Troutman, Veronica Young, Sarvesh Joshi, Stuart Hetherington, and Mona Swearingen. And thank you to my other level Patreon supporters as well as my YouTube members.